It's your boy June 5th, June Money, and I'm back getting to the money. Eugene Henley, Big U, about to pull a Darryl Brooks. He about to represent himself in the courtroom. Let's go by the facts. This is state versus federal. In the federal system, only 3% of people that take their case by themselves, represent themselves, are their own attorney. They only win 3%. In state cases, they only win 12%. Defendants with an attorney, they fall into the 1 through 10% range. So bro, this not a good idea to represent yourself. Let's keep it a buck. 3% chance? Those who represent themselves in a case have a very low chance of winning. Studies indicate that they win about 3% of final judgments. In general, representing yourself in court is not recommended, as the odds of winning are considerably low compared to having legal representation. When parties represent themselves, they are often estimated to lose around 80-90% of the time. Okay, now let's get into what YoungAntJefe got to say about this. And I'm going to react to what he got to say. But I don't think it's a good idea. Darryl Brooks representing himself. You see he got cooked.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's your boy YoungAntJefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Shout out Young Ant, man. I always been following his channel. It's a good channel, man. Bro is like, he been doing numbers. Know what I'm saying? He represent the streets. I respect, bro. Let's go.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy YoungAntJefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics, Big U. Today, that Big U went in there. I know he's trying to get that speedy trial going. He's trying to hurry up and get this situation out the way. He ain't got time for no play. So I think that's what the proceedings today was pertaining to.
When people go speedy trial, they trying to force the prosecutors to have all these stuff together. Ain't no going out finding more witnesses and making up this story and that story, and now that the defendant arrested, now they get more information. The defendant is trying to push the trial to start quicker. Let's continue.
I know a few other people on the case that's out that was trying to give invitation if anybody wanted to go down into that court date with him today. I elected not to, but you know, definitely heard what's going on. So it looks like Big U not feeling his legal defense, so he's choosing to go pro per, and or some people pronounce it pro se. That'll be you representing yourself. So,
which I mentioned. Now, that's not a smart idea, in my opinion. You feel me? Because you going up against this court system. Now, a lot of people like to say, oh, the attorneys know the judges and this, that, and the third. A lot of times that could work in your favor, bro. You want them to have some type of rapport with them. You know what I'm saying? Because still in all, they have to act in fairness, whether they know him or they don't know this person. So going in there, trying to represent yourself in the courtroom, I don't think that's a good idea. Plus, you already thinking in your head that the judge is against you, the jury is against you. So why would you want to represent yourself? You want somebody in that courtroom besides your family and your friends to have your back. Let's continue.
Obviously, he got a public defender and don't have a paid lawyer, so he's choosing to represent himself. And I don't know if this.
Even a public defender is better though, cause they work for the state, but they have to at least try to look like they representing you in court.
This is a good idea, but I mean, if you feeling bamboozled and everything is against you, what better way than to go out, then representing yourself, than having a mouthpiece who probably ain't gonna fight for you. And you know, Big U probably just feeling, you know, his energy and what's going on between him and his lawyer, that this is not a good look. But all this money that was made and allegedly that was taken and that was allegedly extorted, where the money at for the mouthpiece for the lawyer? Unless y'all know how the feds play, they play games. They probably in froze accounts, froze his bank account for sure.
Yeah, they definitely froze his accounts if they say he was embezzling. And you know, the same people that was probably sending him money to those accounts, to the developing options, like they said Shaquille O'Neal, they said Draymond Green allegedly sent him money for developing option. He was embezzling into his private account. Them people ain't gonna send you no money because they don't want to get tied up with what you got going on.
That's in the red, probably, you know what I'm saying, allegedly based on, you know what I'm saying, these money transactions and money that was being took, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to be for charitable events and stuff like that. Not my words, the police words. I don't know what's true, I don't know what's false, you know. The man fighting for his life. The man is fighting for his life. So we gonna get off into this content by way of what was going on today in the courtroom. And you already know, man, it's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
Another check. First they check you walking in the building. You can't bring none of this stuff in the building. You can't bring none of it. You feel me? So, you know.
Now 600, he go to all the court proceedings. So this is like when people say, oh, what proof do you have? You wasn't there, this, that, and the third. This is somebody who was actually in the courtroom that knows exactly what was said. You know, that's why when Mickey Truth was saying what happened, how Butter snitched in the O Block RICO, that when Seti Nash was saying what happened in the O Block RICO, that's why I took their word for it, because they was actually sitting in the courtroom taking notes, writing down what's going on. Let's continue. Shout out all the real journalists, man. Let's continue.
But they have another check going to the courtroom where they take everything again. So bam, walk in, Big U sitting right there, Big U's in custody, and way down closer to the judge, damn near right by the judge, is Loose Cannon. Now Loose Cannon got the George Jefferson going. He looked whooped. You know.
Hey yo, you can't get a cut right now, bro.
He ain't shaved his hair off. He looked toe up. He looked stressed out.
Well, I don't know. You probably could shave your head, man. You might as well get the baldy, man.
Toe up. So behind him is like bleachers for the other five defendants on the case. FJ, Blanton, Robinson, the lady, Martin. They all there. You feel what I'm saying? They all there. Everybody show up. His family over there, a couple little minions over there, whatever, right? So the case proceeding starts. Big U's attorney, first the judge say everyone's going to trial. I'm like, damn, anybody taking no deal? Everybody going to trial? That's crazy. But Big U's lawyers say he wants to submit something and he doesn't want to say it in open court. He would like to submit it under seal. I kind of look at Eddie Boy like, what you trying to submit under seal on the behalf of your client? Like, what needs to be, what you trying to say?
Now, I don't know, man. They all taking it to trial, bro. You know, when Young Thug people took it to trial, it turned out to be successful. Lucci took it to trial, turned out to be successful. I don't know, man.
Submit that the court don't need to see, bro. Snitch vibes is popping out already. Like, huh? So when I leave, I call one of my partners. These niggas be doing like 20, 30 years in the field. I say, bro, what could that mean? It could possibly mean that, you know, He's telling them that he got an agreement with the LAPD. Who knows, bro? We don't know, but I've never seen that, right? So fast forward through this little proceeding right here was to see if they're going to start trial in a couple weeks or postpone it to a proposed date in next May. All Big U's minions, which I call them minions, defendants, got arrested with him, want the court case to be stopped, trial to be started next May. Big U objects that. He doesn't want to wait till next May. And Big U also said that he never received the indictment. The judge says, well, you need to talk to your lawyer. Your lawyer's sitting right next to you. He said he's only seen the complaint. Like, you've been in jail a month. Like, how you ain't seen that or indictment, bro? It came out like 3 days.
See, that's confusing, bro. Nah, I would have requested that soon as they locked me up. Soon as I spoke to my public defender or what, yeah, they saying he don't got no lawyer. They saying he got a public defender. So as soon as I spoke to the public defender, hey, bro, I need to see everything they got on me. Discovery, wiretaps. They say whatever they said they got, I need to see that, bro. I'm not taking your word and I'm not taking their word. I'm taking the paperwork only. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing. Paperwork only, bro. Y'all bugging.
3 days later, like, huh? What type of dump truck lawyer you got? Then his lawyer said that he don't want to be involved in the case. And Big U said he want to go pro per. You know what's so crazy about Big U?
Okay, so there it is. His lawyer said he don't want to be involved in the case. So it's probably some type of conflict between the lawyer and Big U. So Big U probably just getting frustrated like, F it, man. I don't got no Drew Finland, the $1 million lawyer. I got a public defender. They just gonna give me another public defender who probably just gonna keep on telling me to take 100 years. This the best deal I could get you. Don't take it to trial, you stupid. This all the evidence they got on you. So Big U probably like, man, F it, bro. I prove my innocence by myself. But hey, man, Big U, you got a 3% chance, bro. 3%. Think about it, bro. Somebody could help him, bro. Somebody could send him a lawyer, bro. I don't know, bro. But yo, man, this what happens when gang banging. This what happens when you in the streets. Hey, man, be ready, cause they coming. Have that lawyer money ready, cause they coming. Or stay out the streets, bro. Know what I'm saying? Cause it's only gonna end up 2 ways. You feel me? Let's continue.
You said you go pro per? He didn't even say pro per. He don't even know the proper wording. He said, I'm gonna go per se. Nigga, who go pro per in the feds, nigga? He said he can't afford a lawyer. His words were, all my assets have been destroyed. But that's not the wording, destroyed, bro. You mean took? There's got to be another word, bro. He can't go pro per, bro. He ain't got the smarts for that, right? But in all, they're going to prolong this court to trial to next year. They're going to have another conference with him and his lawyer, just a judge, I believe, on the 16th or 21st, something like that.
Okay. So first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get right off into it. So 600 say something about something being sealed. And most of the time in federal cases, when you hear sealed, it pricks your ears up. If your ears laid down or that tail down, it's going right up. Because sealed is usually not good.
It do sound bad, like if you gang banging and you know somebody got a sealed file and they part of your hood and y'all done did stuff together and they got something sealed, you like, what? Sealed? It would rub me the wrong way, bro, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
I remember on my Fed case when I started becoming familiar with seal and seeing the word seal. It just didn't feel good. The energy didn't feel good.
See what I'm saying? It make you feel like, what, bro? Like, I don't know what's up with that, because my file ain't sealed.
Although I didn't know about it. And once I was asked about it and I started finding out about it and finding out within that word sealed is hidden sealed documents. You know what I'm saying? That's not privy to you, but only privy to the police and the person who got them sealed. So off the back in any case, and when you got indictments going on, you gonna hear that word sealed, regardless if the dudes who's fighting the case thinking about telling or not. The feds gonna make you privy to that word. They gonna throw the sealed word out there. It doesn't mean he's telling. Doesn't mean he's thinking about talking to the police. It's an indictment. That word is gonna be used. Second, Brick U, it looked like he's elected to go pro per. 600 said he couldn't even pronounce it. But first and foremost, he said the judge.
If you can't pronounce it, man, you shouldn't be doing it, bro. Hey, man, I'ma step up out of here. Shout out YoungAntJefe. Shout out 600. Shout out Big U. Shout out the judge. Shout out everybody. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to bring content. Stop the violence. It's your boy June 5th. Hit that like button for me. I'm gonna be back. I'm out. I'm going to work.